Welcome back to Petrified Woodworks. If you've been following along so far, thanks for sticking with me. I know the process has been kind of long, but I've been doing a lot of new techniques in this tabletop I haven't done before, so it's taken some time to get there, but we're finally there. So all I got left to do now is the final touches on this tabletop. That's the finish sanding, rounding over some corners here and there, and I've got some small details on the back of the legs that I still need to do. So first things first is over to the router table to round off the corners. Then I'll start sanding the thing. So I'm going to start with some 80 grit, then go up to 120 grit. Then hit it with a layer of shellac. The shellac's going to be used as a sanding sealer, and it's also going to raise the grain for me so I don't have to worry about that happening when I move over to the polyurethane. So off we go. So the sanding is finally done. I'm almost ready to put the skirt together, but I need to work out how I'm going to attach the legs to the top. So what I'm going to use is a tabletop clip. Tabletop clip's pretty simple. It's just a block of wood with the tail sticking out of the side of it, and that tail slips into a groove that you cut in the skirt or the legs, and then you screw down that block to the tabletop. And you leave a little bit of a gap there so when you screw it down, it acts like a clamp and holds it all together. It also allows the top to move independently from the skirt and the legs as the top wants to shrink and swell over time. So got to get that cut first, then I can stick the thing together. Once the skirt and the legs are all together, then I can move into adding some blocks to the bottom of the tabletop so that those tabletop clips have something to set into, because the top's pretty thin here. It's only like 3/8 of an inch thick. Once those blocks are on and in place, then I can finally start putting on the polyurethane and get this thing done. So let's go. that's it. This table was quite the task. There was a lot of different techniques involved in this thing that I've never done before. It was a hell of a learning curve for me, but it turned out pretty good. It's got its flaws here and there, some things that I would do differently next time. The biggest thing that I would change up would be the dovetails for the skirts. I would definitely take my time in making those a little bit better, or not do them at all and just come up with something completely different, because they were quite the hassle to get into these legs. But they're in there and it looks pretty good. Maybe in the future I'll take another stab at it and fix these minor little issues that I've had with this one and improve for the next one. Also, big shout out to my buddy Larry Garcia. Good friend, coworker, and a veteran. I had him come by and shoot the last little bit of footage for this build. I could have done it with some still images and just panned it around in some editing, but you just don't get the same effect as you do with an actual moving camera. And I could have tried to do this by hand, but I've tried to do that and it turns out horrible. It's shaky as all hell and it just doesn't look very good. So this guy's really good at it. He's got the right equipment to get the job done right. So he came over here and knocked this thing out in like 20-30 minutes, got me a whole ton of footage, more than I needed, and it all looked absolutely phenomenal. So it really put the bow on the end of this video for me. So thank you, Larry. Anyway, if y'all are interested in seeing some more of his work or contacting him to get some work done for you, I'll leave a link below to his Instagram page. You can go hit him up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. You thought I forgot about the giveaway. Not quite. Anyway, so what I'm giving away is a cheese board slash breadboard slash something to beat your kids with. This thing was, as small as it is, this thing was a hell of a pain in the butt. I kept trying to put it together and then I would have spots pop up that needed to be filled, and then I tried to attach the handle the first go around and ended up not being a strong enough attachment here, so it fell off, so I had to cut it in half, start completely over with. So I'm ready to get this thing out of my life. So if you want it, subscribe to the channel, comment below, that'll get you into the drawing. You can also hit me up on Instagram and Facebook. Follow me on either one of those two formats and comment on the post there, and you're going to get entered in again. So you got 3 chances to get entered to win this thing. So get on that. I'm probably going to let this run for maybe a week or 2. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm debating on if the numbers get high enough that I may actually toss in either a second one of these or even a cutting board. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. I also have Instagram and Facebook, so you can go over there and jump on those things. Uploaded those 2 formats much more frequently than I do YouTube, so if you're hungry for some more stuff or see what I'm working on, pop on over to those 2 pages and check me out.